welcome to an episode about Metallica. It's not the episode that you're thinking it is. No. It's not the episode we recorded way back at the start of 2021. No. The year is currently 2022, and we're going to record a new episode about Metallica because we just feel like we can do it more justice this way. Don't you guys agree?
Sure.
Yeah.
Because that's look, I think this way there could be justice for all.
Yeah. I think that's a great way to put it, Peter.
Yeah.
I'm just confused because it sounded like you said whale cum at the beginning of this, and that fucked me up a little bit.
You just been like, wait, did he just?
I'm like, he said whale cum, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes. So we're going to jump into this episode, but before we do that, Peter's actually treated us all to a couple of drinks. So we're going to grab these babies out and do a review of these drinks live on air. Pete, do you want to tell us about these drinks while I get them, please?
Okay, so let's take you back a couple of days, perusing the aisles of Dan Murphy's.
Classic.
Where I about to finish up my day. You know how it is. You finish your shop, you get to the end, and then you find a bargain bin. And I'm having a look at this bargain bin, and one thing catches my eye. One thing. And it is the part where it says 8%. And I go, whew. Well, that could be nasty.
What was the next thing that you saw, Peter? Was it the price tag?
Yes. Where it was $6.50. And I thought...
Is that $6.50 each drink?
No, my friend. That's $6.50 for a six-pack.
Wow, that just sounds like a bargain.
It does sound like a bargain, and that's probably why it was in that particular bin. But after bringing these bad boys home and looking at the fact that they've got after spending
2.4 standard drinks
in each one, also that I can get 10 cents back on the returning of these, I decided to read some reviews, which I had a bit of a chuckle. Which I think that we should probably...
You guys want to read some of those reviews out? Well, but while you guys are pulling those reviews, I'm just going to read you the description on the side of it. So we're drinking a drink called Mad Goose. The flavour is hard strawberry and lime. It's an alcoholic beverage. As Peter said, 8%. The description on the side is look, actually, this is actually Peter, but always hunting for a hard flavour. Mad Goose strawberry and lime is hard-hitting. This bubbly batch is great for all and any social occasion. Made with premium ingredients. Enjoy this unique taste sensation.
Yeah, and before everyone gets too excited, we are not endorsed by this brand whatsoever, and everything that comes out of our mouths is true.
I'm sorry, but it's in like the cheap bin for like $6, and none of this is going to be positive. They're not going to hear this and go like, I think we should sponsor them.
They're probably out of business at this point, judging by these reviews.
I think the actual 6-pack itself is like regular price when it's not in a cheap bin, $11.50.
Holy shit.
That's as regular 6 drinks for less than $2 each.
I was so optimistic about this drink before I actually saw the reviews. I was like, I saw like wine based when Peter like sent me like a picture without showing me what it was, and I was like, strawberry and lime flavor. Yeah, okay, there's 2 things that I enjoy. But you guys want to hit us with some of these reviews and give us the star rating and then read the review out?
Yeah. Which one do you want to take, man?
Well, I'm only going to read the 1-star.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's the same here as well. Yeah.
Because they are the best.
Well, let's go one for one. Peter, why don't you hit us first?
Yeah, go.
Okay. Hopefully this isn't the one you've just lined up and you're going to be like, fuck,
I've got a bunch on here, don't worry.
Yeah, okay. I screenshotted these, so these are all... I've got... okay, so the review title is, What Even Is This? Cat piss? Vomit in a can? I've drank some disgustingly gross drinks in my time, and let me say, this takes the cake. Every sip, it actually gets worse. I thought someone had switched my drink. Wow. Wouldn't even feed this to my worst enemy. Even in the cheap bin. Do not make the same mistake. I just felt like that works because it says don't even get it if it's in the cheap bin, and I did.
So get it from the cheap bin.
Yeah, I'm like, but they're talking to me.
I see the linking statement there.
Yeah.
Aaron bringing his sales knowledge to the table.
Yeah. Hey guys, salesperson of the year here.
What do you got for us, bro?
Mine was the title is Rather Drink Petrol. And I quote, others are saying this smells like petrol, but at least petrol smells good. This is something else. I can drink almost anything, but this is too far. I would rather drink my own urine. Don't ever buy these.
I got one more. I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
it's the it's titled "Give This One a Miss," and it states the only thing going for this is the alcohol content, but there are more enjoyable ways of reaching the 2.4 standard drinks. Not a pleasant flavor. 1 star.
Nice. And Aaron, throw one more at us.
And lots of photos.
Okay, I just saw burnt tires. Like, this is going to be the one I read. Oh, this is a long one too. Fuck yeah. All right, this one's called Terrible. Whenever I want a cheap drink excluding spirits, I turn to cider and expect something better than the generic mercury cider, which I handle as a heavy drinker. This stuff tastes like burnt tires and gasoline. Even at $12 a six-pack, I won't touch this stuff ever again. Even though little fat shit is a thing that No. Hang on. They've asterisked out the swear word, so I assumed it was shit, but it might be cunt.
Yeah.
I won't touch this stuff ever again, though. Little fat cunt is a thing that teenagers buy. No, it can't be cunt, because teenager boys buy it. I'm just going to skip that part.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know how this stuff is legal. Myself and Dan Murphy's honestly should have known better. Revolting drink. I don't complain often as a drinker, but this stuff is terrible. I'd say cheers, but it's terrible. Good luck, and that's coming from someone who drinks every day. Don't touch it. Not worth the money, even if it was $1 a can.
Well,
You're $1.50.
damn.
All right, let's try and go for a synchronized crack of the 10, boys, and then enjoy this tasty, delicious beverage.
So we do like a 3, 2, 1 here.
Yeah, okay, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was actually pretty good.
It's fucking tasty, boys.
Look,
First smell test.
Oh wow, it smells bad.
That smells like petrol.
it's no, I can smell passion fruit. My only concern is I don't think there's passion fruit in this.
Strawberry and lime flavor.
Can you smell something that it smells like it should be warm?
Yeah, it does. I do. I'm getting petrol vibes.
This is the heat that comes out of the back of a PlayStation,
Yeah.
or like really bad vagina. Like,
Man, what is that?
Oh, someone who hasn't washed for a while. That's what it is. All right, we going for a taste test?
All right, boys.
Oh, fuck's sake.
You're gonna do like.
I could drink it.
Yeah, I'll get through it.
Yeah, I'll get through it.
I mean, the aftertaste is not to be desired.
I'd rather lick asshole.
Oh, I just went for a bigger sip. Oh, fuck. Oh.
Yeah, I went for a big boy sip on my first
I
one.
think
just
one of them said that like
It gets worse as you go
yeah,
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
Ugh.
Oh, God. All right. I'll get through it. I'll get this.
Out of 10, though, what would you give it out of 10? Sorry, Dan Murphy's is a 5-star?
Do you know what?
James is a
Do you know
bastard.
what? Do you know what? Do you know what?
2 right now.
Do you know what? I think that going from these tasters though, like drinking this, I recall this flavor almost, and it almost tastes like. Do you remember like your parties in the back of the day when you used to have all your punch bowls, which is full of shit?
Yeah.
Oh, like people just start pouring whatever the fuck they brought. Yeah.
That's what this tastes like to me. Or when you're playing Kings, like
Tastes like the King's Cup?
Yeah, this tastes like King's Cup.
That's the review for it. King's Cup. You ever played King's Cup? Congratulations. This is it in a cup. Like, beautiful. All right.
Wow, that's weird. I'm not ready. I'm not drunk enough for that yet.
So I'm at the moment. I'm at 2 out of 5. People, what are you going to give it?
Oh man. Yeah, I'll give it a 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Aaron,
I feel like 2... Hang on, let me have another sip.
2 is a little generous. Maybe you're a 3. Maybe you're like, no, this is great.
Oh, it's another 3.
Your face.
Oh.
Oh fuck! I think as we work our way through these, Sam, that we'll review them after every one.
Oh my god!
So it's like at the start. Oh, there's a nice big spiky thing. We need to get that, Sam.
You know, Anchorman, where like I forget what the character's name is. Paul Rudd's character puts on like that
That cologne,
that panther, whatever.
Black Panther, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just the Black Panther cologne.
I think it's Sex Panther.
Sex Panther, and they're just like, oh my god, this smells like Bigfoot's dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It smells like Bigfoot's dick.
You like how Sam had to correct you about the Black Panther part?
Yeah.
It's just like it's not that.
Foreshadowing. Oh, fuck. All right. Shall we get started with this this Metallica episode? Now, this is going to be different structurally. We're sort of just going to talk about all the amazing and wonderful things this band has done. I don't know anyone who knows it, but Metallica is like one of the big four thrash metal bands, easily like one of the best bands ever. Like, clearly, right?
Over 1 million people in Russia at one of their concerts, so you know it's good.
Yeah. In Russia, the people that are invading the Ukraine right now.
I was just going to say, the Russians do nothing wrong. Yes. So, you know, when 1 million Russians rock up to a gig, it's going to be fucking slapping.
Yeah, 1 million Russians can't be wrong.
It's
cannot.
Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe there's like a Metallica gig like on the border somewhere.
Ukraine, and that's why they're...
Yeah.
Guys, Crimea River, okay? I didn't have a Kiev joke, so sorry.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Crimea.
Thank you.
So anyway, basically this episode, all we're going to do is really just talk about all these amazing things that Metallica have done as a band. We've got a list each, and we're sort of just going to go through it and talk about like
just before
use the
we do.
word list very liberally, but
Just before we do, I don't like Metallica, so this is I didn't even bother looking or researching, so I'm just going to be riffing off what you two have researched.
That's totally okay. We know, like Peter and I clearly just love these guys. They are amazing.
You guys are the unsung heroes of the Metallica fan club.
Like we share the admin duties of the mod duties of the Reddit pages and stuff like that. Like I've actually met Hetfield like 3 or 4 times.
I'm just not really much of like that sort of heavy music. There's a band called Forest. That's my jam.
That's a joke.
It's a smooth sound, so I just really it vibrates with me. I vibe with it.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's probably terrible. I'm just throwing it out there. If it's not Metallica, it's probably terrible.
Yeah, it's definitely not Metallica.
Maybe if Forrest covered a Metallica song, maybe like it could be good.
Then you get 1 million Russians rocking up at you. Love it.
Led my Vladimir on a pony.
So I think the first thing I think it's worth talking about this incredible band is that they actually started their journey as a cover band.
Oh, 1.8. Sorry, keep going. So
when Metallica started as a band, Het and the boys basically burst from the moist wombs of their mothers in like all great thrash metal bands do, and they started off playing covers, right?
Yeah.
They didn't just play covers like everyone else was doing. What they really did is they were unique, that they predominantly only covered songs by like obscure British metal bands.
Yeah.
And then what they really is like the smartest, like you know, I don't know if you guys know, it's like Lars is sort of like a business guy. Like he knows business really well. Like people like look at his strategies and stuff like that as forecasts for business and stuff like really the guy knows his stuff really good. Yeah. And one of his first like moves he did was actually when they were playing these songs. So whether it was like a song by bands like Diamond Head or Budgie, they would.
Or even Joe Sessionari, almost.
They would play these songs, and we'll just say, not at that time, not at this time. This was very early on. So,
right, my apologies.
Yeah. They would play these songs, and then what they did that was genius, and I think what a lot of people were missing here is that they actually didn't tell people that they were covers.
So they
never said the names of the songs or anything like that. So when people would ask them, like, "Oh man, those songs are great," they'd just say, "Yeah, thanks, we wrote them." Which is such a genius move.
Yeah, could never get you in trouble down the line either. Like that's why I would definitely say that's what you should do.
Yeah, it's like
any up and comer out there listening.
If Jimmy knows best, that's what I say. If it's good enough for Jimmy, it's good enough for everyone else.
Yeah. So I just think overall they were really unique and brave in their decision to do it, and you know, not telling anyone the names of the songs they were playing is a big dick move. You know,
big dick energy.
Yeah. And straight up, just like an incredibly strategic and underutilized business decision by Lars Ulrich. Like, not a lot of people are doing it. Anyway, so that's my first point. I just wanted to point that out.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
It's a great point, Sam.
So just another reason why they are the greatest band in the world.
Yeah. Like, because like, you know, if you know that you're going to play their songs better, or you know, just show people that haven't had the opportunity to listen to these songs, you know, like then obviously you've earned it.
But here's the thing: we're talking about Metallica, Peter.
Yeah.
So already the moment that like Hetfield plays the first chord of one of their songs, you know it's already better. The guitar tone is better. Everything is already better. It's probably played cleaner. Like, you just know that it's better immediately. That's the thing.
Instantly.
That's the thing. Like, is it really a cover anymore if Metallica are playing it? You know?
No. I feel like as soon as he throws out his first you know that...
exactly.
Let me just hit you with something. When 9 Inch Nails did Hurt, right? Yep. Everyone was like, right? Like, no one liked that song.
Yep.
And then... Who was the guy who did the cover of it?
Johnny
Old
Cash.
guy? Nah, like Jimmy Money or something.
Jimmy Money.
Yeah,
maybe
whatever.
it was Jimmy
Don't
Money.
remember him.
Yeah.
He did such a bad version of it.
Yeah.
That was even worse than the Nails people.
Yeah.
They were just straight up
Is it like Trent Razor? Is that his
Yeah,
name?
yeah,
Trent
yeah.
Razor? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like the mouse, yeah.
Trenny Sharpknife, and then he did such a bad cover of it. Like the Nails guys were just like, no, we don't want this song anymore. Like it's his song now.
Yeah.
Like, so they just did the opposite of that. They just took something that was average and they just made it better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's great. And I think it leads into my next point. My next point is that there's this like industry saying of "fake it till you make it." I actually think it was coined by Lars as like he would infamously use it as a rebuttal anytime the boys were hit with any plagiarism claims.
Of course.
Right? Of course, Metallica never plagiarized anything. The greatest thrash metal band in the world doesn't plagiarize anything.
It all comes from the heart, bro.
Every song of theirs is original, even the covers.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. And like we just said,
There's no covers. There are no covers, yeah.
Whiskey and the What Now?
All those songs are pretty much written for them.
Yeah.
And I think what they are allowed to do, I think what's safe to say is that they can be generously influenced by artists. I think is a really good way to put it. Generously influenced.
Very generous, yeah.
A song comes out, turn the page, no one's ever heard of that. Metallica do it. It's like, Sons of Anarchy have it.
Yeah.
If it's good enough for the Sons. If it's good enough for the Sons.
Exactly.
Good enough
for
for
the Sons. Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Sam Crow on it. It's okay.
Yep. And so I think, like, I heard this thing, I was reading a thing, and it was like in the process of like writing albums and stuff, the band would hear a song, and if they liked it, they'd what we would call Metallica it, which is a term that that Lars used. And Metallica-ing a song would just be to make it 1,000 times better.
Oh, that drink is disgusting.
It's getting better and better.
It's pretty fucking rancid.
I had it in my mouth for like 20 seconds, and my body was like, do not swallow it.
This is poison.
It's doing something to my insides. It's like a burning that wasn't there before.
You will not come out of this a better person.
Well, we'll see how we feel after 6.
Oh, fuck.
So anyway, my point was that Lars used to say when they'd hear a song that there was generously influenced them, they would Metallica it, which would basically be their way of making a song like 1,000 times better.
Yeah,
basically, that's basically right. Some kick-ass examples of this sort of mentality was like a Welcome Home Sanitarium. The main riff was influenced by a band named Bleak House and their song Rainbow Warrior. Only they Metallica'd it, so it's like 1,000 times better.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
There's what's that other song that they have that everyone likes? I can't.
Enter
I'm
Sandman.
I'm ashamed I couldn't remember that because they are my favorite band.
Yeah.
Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
That again was influenced by Tapping Into the Emotional Void, which is a song by like a no-name, nobody cares band named XL. XL, like the word processing thing.
Yeah.
Like nobody fucking cares. Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly right.
So yeah, like there's just some examples of this that I think are worth mentioning, where like people, they might call it plagiarism, but it's not. It's clearly they're just influenced by it, and Metallica make everything better. Anyway, here's like I don't know, 10 other examples. There's a song called "Hit the Lights" by a band called Weapon, which it's a Metallica song called "Hit the Lights," which was influenced by a band called Weapon, and their song "Set the Stage Alight." There's the song "The Four Horsemen," which was influenced by Kid Rock's classic "All Summer Long." There's "Seek and Destroy," which was influenced by Saxon, "Princess of the Night," and Diamond Head's "Dead Reckoning." There's "For Whom the Bell Tolls," which was influenced by Black Sabbath, "Fairies Wear Boots." There was "Master of Puppets," which was influenced by David Bowie's Andy Warhol and Blitzkrieg song "Blitzkrieg." There was "The God That Failed," which was influenced by Megadeth Dawn Patrol. There was "Thorn Within," which was influenced by Danzig's Snakes of Christ. There was "Unforgiven," which was influenced by Iron Maiden's Children of the Damned. And finally, there was "Spit Out the Bone," which was influenced by the 80s thrash band Incubus and their song "Sadistic Summer." So I just had to make sure I said 80s thrash band Incubus so people wouldn't get confused with that poxy band that plays that acoustic guitar song.
But you just mentioned some no-name bands I've personally never heard of before, so I feel like...
what band have you heard of? Metallica.
Yeah,
exactly. And so anyone who's... they were just some great examples, but like if you want to, you can actually... There's a video on YouTube by a guy called Ruthless Metal titled Metallica's Masters of Plagiarism.
That's going to be like
maybe they
a
just spelled
satire.
influence wrong or something. Yeah,
It's satire.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, haha, it's not real.
Yeah.
Like, the little tidbit, the only part I did research, and I'm definitely not making this up on the spot right now, is that the reason that they are so great is because Tenacious D's the greatest song in the world.
Yeah.
It's just a tribute. You wouldn't actually know this, but they were playing a Metallica song to the devil.
Yeah, right.
And Metallica was like, the devil's like, you're not going to, that's not the greatest song in the world. Metallica appear. And they're like, bro, what's up? And the devil was like, oh my God, Metallica, oh my God. Can I please get your autograph? And they won.
Wow.
By default.
I didn't know, and as one of the biggest fans of this band, I did actually not know that.
Yeah, that is an actual fact that you will not be able to find on Google, because it's
anywhere,
so
really.
true.
Yeah.
Because that's how you know it's true.
That's just like the government hiding things,
like birds aren't real.
Yeah.
That's just how the government keep track of you.
Yeah, there's batteries in them and all that sort of stuff.
Cameras.
Like, who's ever caught a bird? You haven't.
Yeah.
Like, don't pretend you haven't.
No.
People who have birds in cages. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's just a surveillance system.
How often do you replace your batteries in those things? What a waste of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
You're just acting like a fucking crazy person.
Daddy, the batteries. No, it's just out of batteries, sweetheart.
that's exactly how it is, Peter. God, I'm so psyched we're doing this episode on Metallica, just so everyone knows how much we love them. Like, truly, like, the more I think about James Hetfield, the more I smile.
Yeah.
And like Lars Ulrich, wow.
The inner light really just shines through.
Yeah.
Exactly. Pete, do you have anything you wanted to talk about? I got a lot more, but
I know you've got tons. I know you're well prepared. Some of us are also that. I know we've spoken off air. Isn't that nice? You say it like that. About a particular dog.
Look, I can go into the dog story if you want.
We can brush around that for now and leave that as a crispy.
Let's go back to the dog story. Let's go back there.
Yeah, we'll go back to that because
it's a bit of a read. So
yeah, it is quite a read.
Yeah.
There's like how they, their behavior towards or I guess we should talk about how justified their treatment of Jason Newsted was. I feel like that's probably pretty important as well.
Yeah, so like they've had two bass players that weren't Cliff Burton, basically.
Yeah.
And like none of us gave a shit about them because Cliff Burton was the guy, right?
Yeah,
The man.
Yeah, if your last name ends with B and you play bass, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a superhero thing.
Yeah. Yeah, like you call him Bass Burton and everyone would be like, yeah, I know exactly who you're talking
Peter
about.
Parker.
Yeah.
Purr.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, Cliff Burton, though, unfortunately, like, God, I was so sad when he died. I was definitely alive.
We all wept tears.
Yeah, I was so
adult
sad.
man tears.
Yes, at
when that
time.
happened.
Yep.
You weren't alive.
But
I wasn't alive.
But I was inside my father's balls, and I felt it.
And we all wept man tears that day.
Yeah.
So
music died. Some say
It was probably some sort of sweat around our father's testicles would be our weeping touch.
Some say music died that day.
Yeah.
Until they played another song, and then they brought music back to life.
Yeah. Until they did another album.
All right. I just have another drink of this. This is disgusting.
So going on with the bassist, they had their first bassist, I think his name was Ron McGovney. I think was the name that it was.
Already don't like him.
No, what a dumb name. That's not a bass player name.
Ron
McGovney.
Ron.
The worst.
Ron McGovney.
And he would get upset because apparently, like, he was just like the one that bankrolled them. Like, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, give me an opportunity to play bass for Metallica. I'll bankroll them.
Yeah.
Like, who cares? I'll pay all your credit card debt. No.
What's that? The band needs a trailer?
Yeah.
I'll get it for you.
I'll buy a trailer. I'll pay for the hotel rooms if you trash them. Like, I don't care.
Does he even know that he's in Metallica at this stage? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, does he not understand he's in the presence of... What a waste of a human being. God, so disgusting.
Yeah, like, just because you put your card on everything, like, like, some people expect because they work really hard towards a project that they deserve some sort of respect, and I don't think that's...
Yeah. Unless your name is, like, Bass Burton.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, straight away. Like, has there been any other bass players? I don't think that has.
No.
Like, they tried.
No, well, I mean, they had fill-ins essentially till Burton
because
was
then
there.
they had Jason Newsted. That was it. Sorry, forgettable name. He tried to record bass, but it was so bad that they turned it off on the mix. Like, it wasn't good bass playing; it was bad bass playing, and that's why there's no bass on Injustice for All because the guy just couldn't play the instrument.
Yeah, Lars just said straight up, "Hey, can you hear that bass?" And the guy's like, yeah, turn it down more.
Yeah,
because it's shit.
Yeah,
and like you need to be able to hear my bass drum.
Yeah,
because that's what drives this song.
Yeah, and like also bad bass. Like if it's not Burton bass, I don't care. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like what? Like
exactly. Yeah, I feel like without that Burton bass, like, is there a band really?
Personally, I love listening to albums that don't feel like they have any body to them.
Yeah.
You know? Like just high end.
Well, when you
guitars
hear the tops
and like lots of bass drum
Yeah.
and kicks, fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, if anyone out there wants to vomit, go on YouTube and look at like "And Justice for All" with bass, and you just vomit profusely. It's terrible.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah, it's fucking horrendous. Like,
And why would you put bass in the band?
yeah.
Like,
Yuck.
there's there's a reason why a lot of bands like turn down the bass.
If you're not
in
BB,
these.
then you're nothing, and you're not even don't even be on the album.
Exactly. I mean, now they've got the Spanish guy, and I'm pretty sure he's just there because like it's just like he's
All
It's
I
like
know him. I don't even know his name. All I know is his kid is the bassist of Korn, and that's all I need to know about him.
yeah. I'm just presuming like I think he's Spanish, which means he's probably not on the books.
Oh, legal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's great that they're
Going
just.
back to like Die Hard, it's like instant. Like nah. Any Mexican or Spanish person in America, nah, they're illegal.
Yeah, but I mean that works out for them because they can just sort of
Cheaper labor.
Here's $20. Thanks for that show. Like
He just like Jimmy, in the brilliant mind that he was, got into a pickup, went out the front of like whatever their version of
Home Depot. Or something.
Yeah, Home Depot, and she's like, "¿Qué paso? Hey, ¿qué paso? We play band. You play bass.
See.
See, I play the bass."
And he just like, it's like no, stop mowing lawn. Play. It's time to.
¿Qué pasa?
It's time to play bass.
I'm sorry. Again, another great business decision. I don't actually know if it was Jimmy or it might have been Lars.
It's probably a Lars. That's actually more of a Lars
Lars
idea.
move,
He's the brainchild behind
He's
behind
the business
tack,
strategy guy. Like he knows. Yeah,
behind Meta-Tack. Like he's just the driving force.
he is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, we could also talk about how like Metallica alone were the heroes of partying.
They saved the music industry.
Yeah.
Oh
how
my God.
they saved that.
And that was rough going for a little bit there. Like,
Yeah, I was scared. Like there was a TV show that was talking about how like someone wouldn't be able to afford a new jet if people were like using Napster and stuff.
they had to downgrade from a G5 to a G3. Yeah,
I
saw
was
that.
so scared.
I was
I was
devastated.
holy crap. Like
Yeah.
things I've seen, and I was like, you mean these guys are the greatest thrash metal band in the world?
It was a hard documentary to watch. That
It was
one.
really hard to watch. It was so hard to watch.
Like, just think, without their interference, like, we wouldn't be able to afford the things we do now, Sam, playing in music. Like, we wouldn't have the opportunities we have now without them.
I guess you can safely say you two have to thank the closure of Napster and Metallica for the success of your band.
Are you kidding me?
exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Peter and I are looking at getting like a back piece that like we go back to back and like it like joins up.
Wait,
like,
not
on
the
our sides.
not the Daddy
Well,
Please
it's sort
one.
of like a side
Oh no,
piece
the
one.
other side. Sorry,
And it's just like like picture of Lars on one, like and Jimmy on the other, and just
Are they doing like a fist bump or something? And then when
Metallica
you guys like
lean in?
smoosh booties, it's just like they're fist bumping.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Is there like half an M on each of the fists? So when they go like,
We didn't think about that. Dude. That is a great
beautiful.
idea.
yeah, or that M ninja star that they've got. Because how do you make ninjas more cool? Fucking throw a ninja star in Metallica. That's what the fuck you do. Now ninjas, no one knew about them. Now everyone knows. Everyone knows what ninjas are. They got cheeky. The Metallica star.
So not only do they make the greatest music in the world, save the music industry, like have incredibly strategic business decisions.
Yeah.
But now they've also brought Japanese culture to Western world.
Yeah,
right?
which I
That's
think
what
is
you're
just
saying.
amazing.
Wow. Just keeps getting better and better, guys. Like I'm learning new things about my favorite band. I'm going to get more tattoos. I think I'm going to have to get more tattoos.
Just as like a tribute to Metallica.
Yeah, like my body could just be a piece of work that is just a tribute to Metallica.
I guess, and I could be wrong on this, but your body is just a piece of meat that you willingly give to Metallica.
Yeah, very much so. My body is just a piece of meat that I willingly
Give to
lay
Metallica.
upon thee. You know?
Yeah.
Layer upon you. Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful. That was always a good one. Yeah. I just think how much money we make from Spotify now. Like the fact that there's like a
Yeah,
money.
like, we would make nothing. We
Yeah.
would make 0.0000001 cent
Yeah.
from every stream. But
Yeah.
thanks to Metallica, it's 0.00001 cent.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
Amazing.
Amazing.
I'm so glad that well, I mean, look, I am thankful that they can sit in that ivory tower that they're in, and
they deserve it.
Yeah, and look down at the world, being like, ha, ha.
Yeah. Pitiful humans. If
they
James
spat,
Hetfield
though,
spat on me,
I would open my mouth.
Yeah, I would savor that.
In my mouth, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, could you imagine if one of them came on you,
Oh, bro.
dude?
Bottle it up.
You could probably write a book about it though, eh?
Yeah.
And like it would sell out.
Bottle it up. Take a little swiggy before every time you jump on stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Metallica, the day I got came on.
Yeah.
the day I got Bukaki'd.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's no book bells yet. Real quick, just for those of you listening and enjoying this episode that is purely, completely true and everything we're saying, we truly believe in 110%.
100%.
It's actually it's a bit good today.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is a bit of a twist on the
Yeah, yeah.
formula.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh,
But if you're listening and you're like, hey, this seems way quieter, it's because as we made note of, we actually moved the studio. So I left the home of which I was in. And now we have an actual studio that the table is in, and it's quite nice and quiet.
I can hear like the blood pumping through my head, and I don't like it.
I can hear the blood pumping from my cock right now because I'm doing this episode. So
I can hear this alcohol churning in my stomach.
Oh my god! Every noise I'm making is not just me groaning for Metallica; it's me having a sip of this fucking drink.
I can't say it's gotten worse.
I finished it. And I'm like, do I ask for another? Do I have a beer in between just to like?
I think you need a beer.
Yeah, but if you have a beer in between, it's good because it cleanses the palate.
Yeah, palate cleanser.
And then when you go back in, you can enjoy it for what it was at the start. The fumes of petrol.
Yeah, so
I reckon we could. Can we like?
I
You
feel
should
like
have brought that
after
mower
this,
around just so we could see what alcohols we could start it with.
Pour a can and this just boots up straight away. Like,
It just blows out though. It's you know what this is? This is fuel with a little bit of nos in it. You know, it's like magic. It's so magic. Maybe I'm gonna take a photo of this for the Insta, bro.
yeah, that's not a bad idea, Pete. You could do that.
Yeah.
So while we're doing that, I'm gonna. I found this story on the internet. I actually should have given it to Aaron to do the words for because he's got like a really Hetfield voice, but
That needs a word, he can't.
I'm gonna have to give it a go myself. So there's this there's this story about Hetfield saving a car door. Have you guys heard about this or not?
I mean, I'm not thankful for
Every
it.
time I see a car door getting, it's like I panic, right? Like it's something.
Yeah.
everyone knows Sam loves car doors.
Yeah. But I mean, we as people do, don't we? I mean,
Yeah, but like you're
you
a car
open them,
door
you shut them,
enthusiast.
yeah, it's true.
We all love a good car door, but like, whoa,
I'm all about the action, the thump. Like I rate doors. I'm very
Yeah.
much like a car door enthusiast.
ease of door open,
Yeah.
handle, flexibility. Like these are all like very important
We
features
got
in a car for you.
Feedy Petey, and we got car door Sam.
Door.
There's
dash.
nothing there.
Yeah, no, got it.
We'll think of
I
something.
don't think of something.
I had something for you the other week and I lost it.
You should have wrote that down, Feedy Petey.
Yeah, I really should have. I love how it's just still loaded in.
It ain't going
So it's like
anywhere.
new
brother.
season, new sounds. Nah.
Did you want a new Feedy Petey song? Is that what you
I
want?
got a new
He
PDP song.
wants an album now. He's getting selfish. Like
We're not Metallica.
Yeah,
we
we're
can't,
not
we can't
Metallica.
be slapping out greats every time.
Do you know what I actually do want though? I'd love a beer if you could pass me one from where you are.
Whilst you guys navigate that, I'll get started on this story about Hetfield saving a car door.
Yes,
Yes, please.
So, James Hetfield once defended a car from a vicious dog attack. Whilst Dave Mustaine was still in the band, he brought his dogs with him to a practice. According to the former bassist that no one cares about named Ron McGovney, one of the dogs suddenly began viciously pawing and scratching at McGovney's car door. Just like...
What a
going at
disgusting, vile animal.
Yeah. Can you imagine the marks in the paint?
Ah,
Dude, fucking horrible. McGovney tried stopping the dog, by yelling like, "Hey dog, that's not okay. Could you please stop?" But
That was a very good impersonation.
It wasn't as good as you, though.
Yeah.
But the dog just ignored him. Like, and McGovney could do nothing. So
Because he's a little bitch.
yeah, that was actually supposed to be McGovney's voice. I just got too amped up about the Hetfield voice.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah,
excited that I get to be James Hetfield for a second here. So I was just working all that anyway. So as the vicious attack on the innocent car door continued, McGovney watched on as minor surface scratches began to appear. Helpless, he was reduced to tears whilst pleading for someone to save the day. Can someone give me a big boom, please?
Like a boom.
Just boom, just boom.
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 A cloud of smoke appeared before
Yours was better,
McGovney,
boom.
followed by a triumphant, "Can you give me a yeah?"
Yeah!
It was the Het. As he emerged from the smoke plume, he took a swig at JD, turned to McGovney and gave him a cheeky wink. He had come just in time to save the day.
Fuck yeah.
With full force, the Het ran straight for the vicious beast as it pawed ferociously at the car door. As he drew closer to the untamable nightmare, the Het drew his leg back and with one smooth motion and screamed, "Hetfield, kick!" He unleashed his leg with spring-like action and punted the vicious beast with full force while screaming, "Yeah!" The foul mutt launched across the yard before cowering into a corner, whilst its pathetic master screamed at the Het, "What did you do? It's a dog. It's what they do. You don't kick animals." The Het sneered at Mustaine. "Dog? That ain't no dog. That's a demon, and the only way to deal with your demons is a Hetfield kick or rehab." Mustaine, unable to control his ginger fury, launched his ranger fist at the Het and hit him square in the mouth. The Het chuckled. "Huh, my parents hit me harder than that. You're out, Mustaine. Go with Christ, bruh." The end.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
Here's-
it.
here's
Pretty much
another-
exactly
True story,
how it
though.
went, though. Yeah.
True story. Some parts of the story may be elaborated by the author.
But true story.
But true story.
There's another fun fact that I am definitely not making up, but is definitely Googleable, but you wouldn't be able to find it on Google anyway.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
There's no point even bother trying. Did you know that the Hetfield kick is actually the precursor to the Falcon Punch from Captain Falcon in
Really?
Super Smash Brothers? Yeah, you can look that up. You won't find it, but it's definitely there.
Yeah, no, it makes
It
sense.
makes sense. Though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They even like heard that vibrating through like the world. Japan hears it. They're like, I have an idea, guys.
Yeah, wait.
That Falcon F1 driver that we have, yeah, Falcon Punch,
Wow.
and they were like, "That was fucking amazing. You get
That's
a raise."
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Mm.
Like, it's like, it kind of stirred him in the night. Like, he's
It's,
like
plagiar-
asleep.
it's plagiarism. It's
Oh,
plagiarism.
absolutely,
Like,
100%. Like
yeah.
they stole that from the Het.
Yeah.
Jimmy knows though.
Yeah.
Jimmy knows, but luckily he's a good sport.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
everyone says, like James Hetfield, the Het, Jimmy boy is just a top fella. So he let Nintendo have this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool then. I
Mm.
feel like Nintendo are notoriously good in like letting people, copy their stuff and like remake their games and put them online for free and stuff like that. But Nintendo are notoriously good for doing that
yeah,
sort of thing.
Nintendo
So-
are bros when it comes
Yeah.
to that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's really good to know. Then that's really good to know.
It's good to know that, like the hat, fucking great hitter, great everything.
Yeah.
Fucking great fashion sense. Like,
Yeah.
get
Dude,
on
like,
money. Like, come on, man.
Is there
Like,
anything he can't do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there is. Like
people
people say,
releasing
like,
Killer Blues albums and yeah.
No, I've got something. Not save a car door. He can't do that. He has to save that car door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't not.
He
say that.
can't not
Yeah.
Yeah.
save a car
wow,
door.
yeah,
Yeah.
far out.
It's like
Aaron,
you
Mind
wouldn't
blown.
usually want to use a double negative, but
that's
this is the like one time where it
Turn the world
applies.
on
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Bang bang.
Like you can. This is the time you can do it. Like because we're talking about the
The great man of the world.
Holy Christ, Hetfield.
Yeah. You know, I started this not really liking Metallica, but I think you boys are definitely
Really?
you're turning me over to the dark side.
that's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
That's really what I like to hear.
I feel like if one person could change their mind after listening to this podcast,
We've
I
done
feel
our job.
we've done our jobs.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, is there anyone that doesn't like Metallica? This is really
Yeah,
just
like-
like a tribute for the world that we're
Yeah.
doing right now. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. They're like, "You're welcome, world.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening."
When Russia leaves Ukraine, it's because of us.
A better place. Yeah.
Yeah.
When they leave Ukraine as
Russia
well,
2.0.
well, to be fair though, like once they won't have to leave Ukraine because it just becomes Russia at that point. So they're just like
It just becomes bigger Russia.
bigger
Russia 2.0.
Russia 2.0. Yeah.
Imagine that next Metallica concert, like 1.2 million guys.
Yeah. Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russia knows. That's why. That's the only reason they're helping Ukraine out.
Yeah. Yep.
It would be the best if there was like their tour schedule. It's just got like Russia 2.0. Oh yeah, yeah.
Right. So I got a couple more things I'll sort of throw out there. I don't know about you, P. You might have a couple more things. One thing I do want to talk about is I think, as far as a band goes, a lot of times when bands try new things or experiment with different sounds and stuff like that, everyone sort of gets a bit funny. But Metallica's one of those bands that's always been able to try new things, and they've always been successful. They've never had any backlash.
Every time.
I think one of the greatest examples is the really brave decision Lars Ulrich made when they did the snare sounds on Saint Anger.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Like, what a game changer. What an absolute game changer.
Like, we've spent a lot of time, like, around recording drums, and we've never,
Our
ever...
snare always sounds like shit. Let's face it. Our snare always sounds like shit.
Yeah.
And
It's like, what do we do? I mean, like, do you play the likes of Rob Rock, talk to, like, see if we can get in contact with Lars, like, but that's just almost impossible. It's like trying to talk to God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. We're not getting in touch with it. Yeah.
You pray out there, but, like, you don't hear anything back,
That's right.
Like,
Would you want to hear anything back? What if you let him down? What if, like, one day you woke up and realized you're one of the few people that have let Lars down?
Yeah.
I don't think I could handle that.
Yeah.
Don't meet your heroes, guys.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But it's like, is it like Lars Old Testament or New Testament?
Oh,
like,
he's Old Testament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's brave decision he made there. Like he just, it was one of those sounds that truly defined a generation. Like people say that Queen sort of like have this special thing about them, but that snare sound is better than anything Queen ever put out.
The Queen of England?
Oh no, there was this crappy, terrible band from like England called Queen.
No, the Queen of England. The old lady.
No, the song. What's it called? Is it called like?
Sorry, that broke me.
Is it like
the Queen of England? Yeah, no, the old lady.
You're doing so well, Pete.
Sorry, that just broke me. It's just like, no, sorry.
Anyways, there's a band there. You may or may not have heard it. Probably not.
Yeah.
Queen.
Yeah.
The Queen, or is it just Queen?
It might be the Queen actually.
The Queen.
Yeah.
So the Queen.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I can't recall any songs.
Yeah, look, I don't think that, and it wasn't very good. I've heard like one or two songs. There's something amazing about them. Yeah, one of them's like about a rap or something, maybe Bohemian rap, I think it's called.
I'm not much of an R&B guy.
Yeah, neither am I. It's probably quite terrible.
No replay.
But anyway,
no replay value.
The point there is that people say that band was like, okay, come on. It wasn't even a song. It was the sound of a snare, and it influenced the entire generation of drummers. Like, who else is going to do that? No one else is going to do that. Pete, you work in a music shop. How many Lars Ulrich signatures do you sell a day?
Every drummer in Cairns has at least one. Like, some have two. Like, so they can have like a secondary snare just in case like it goes out of tune slightly.
Yeah.
Like, it starts sounding like the snare's on. Like, once that happens, they have to quickly change it over.
Yeah, that's good though.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
And all they're doing is helping Lars out. Like,
yeah.
Like,
like he needs it.
After everything he's done for music and our generation and the generation before and the generation after us and their generation after them, I feel like we owe it to him to. Everyone listening, just go out and just buy two.
Do we want
to snares?
Do we also want to touch on the masterpiece, which is Lulu?
Well, I think we'll get that. I think we saved that till last.
Okay. No, that's all right. Because I feel like we're saving something else to last as well.
Well, we've got a couple of things saved to last. But one thing I wanted to touch on, just following up this piece, we're talking about brave choices.
Yes, of course.
Metallica have
I
an
thought
ear
Lulu was a brave choice
for creativity. They absolutely do. And Lulu is a great example of that. One thing that actually came out that was actually one of those few times that people... It was a little bit ahead of the curve for people, I think. It was Death Magnetic. When it came out with this thing called like Loudness Was Mastering, which I don't think people understood. Like war is good, bang bang guns, we like guns, and killing people and stuff. It's great.
Yeah.
And they basically mastered this in a really unique way, so that everything sounded really squashed together, and you had to have like a really musical ear to be able to get it. Like,
I feel like you nailed it when you said mastered.
Yeah.
Like Metallica mastered They mastered it.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's probably I should have just stopped there.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. So they put this piece out, which was a little bit ahead of the curve, and some people dared to speak up against it. And personally, I think those people should be shot. But Metallica,
Probably
being
Russia.
the good guys that they are, the fucking legends that they are, they actually did put out a demastered, I think is probably the better way to say it.
Yeah.
A demastered, more commercially acceptable version of it a couple of years down the track. It was just interesting, I think that when they put out Death Magnetic, people just weren't ready for it. People weren't ready for that sound. And you listen to it now, I can't not hear that version of it. I have to.
I think I've even heard that as your alarm ringtone.
Yeah.
Because you have to hear it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
It's like you start your day with a healthy dose of Metallica.
Yeah.
Like what do you do? Like, what is life if you don't listen to Metallica?
I do believe it's Unforgiven 3 because clearly the best version of them, they need 3. And that's how you start your day. You're not forgiving, you're unforgiving.
Yeah,
3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, how and think about how big of hearts they have to do to be able to try to forgive, but they're unforgivable. But they tried 3 times.
They've tried 3 times,
Yeah.
and
that's just
you can't ask for anything more than to the greatest band of all time.
No, you can't.
No.
And I'll be honest. If they unforgive 4 times,
I'm all about that.
if that happens,
If it was a regular band, no, not a chance.
No.
Do you reckon when they do
But-
though, honestly,
greatest thrash band in the world.
But greatest band in the world, you accept it.
do you think they'll call it Forgiven in the end?
That's just the album,
Oh,
Forgiven,
Wow.
and they forgive us, and I for one appreciate it
Wow.
because
That's
we
deep.
could do more for them.
first track. Prayers Are
Everyone
Answered.
listening, go out and buy 3 signature snare drums.
Oh damn it! Just see Peter.
Yeah. Good job. I don't even know what brand snare he runs, but anyway,
It's probably Armani.
Yeah,
that's
the-
actually why
that-
they were there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're sort of endorsed by Armani. Did you know that?
no, I did not know that.
They're big on Armani and those. Some people think that fashion doesn't change the music, but it absolutely does. If you're if you're rocking the stage with some Armani kicks or something like that, yeah, the music sounds so much better. It's the way that it resonates from the clothing. Different types of leathers and fabrics actually resonate an instrument with a better, stronger tone.
Yeah.
And it creates different swells in different areas. I just don't think people quite understand that.
And that is science.
And when you dress with such a high caliber of clothing, it sort of shows the poorer people in the audience, this is what you need to be. You need to step up.
Yeah, this is who you could be.
Yeah,
if
you need to
tried
step
harder.
up. Yeah, try harder.
Yeah.
What are your problems? What you don't have a job?
Yeah.
Get a job.
Yeah.
You know,
you want to be a millionaire? Okay, make your first million.
Just do it.
Stop eating fucking avocado on toast.
Yeah. Just buy a house already.
It's not that hard to do. These things aren't that hard to do.
No, buying a house is syndicated.
Yeah.
Bro. Syndicated.
People are stupid. Metallica, not amazing. They're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. Pete, let's move on to the Lulu thing. I always thought Lou Reed was pathetic, terrible human being, but thankfully,
what he needed was Metallica.
They obviously saw that and were like, let's make your last album the best thing that was ever written.
Yeah. I think you're right, 100%. What was Lou Reed without Metallica?
Nothing.
They would just give him a chance, hey, you've tried music for a while, you didn't quite get there, but we will take you under our wing, and we'll help you out.
Yeah, you've got a dog shit discography, but we see some talent there, and we're gonna help you because,
And fuck, did they see talent? Have you heard that album? Oh my god.
I actually didn't quite understand it, but I re-listened it. You had a quote from them that really resonated with me, that they wouldn't understand the album.
Yeah. It's like the Matrix
ahead of
thing.
its time.
Yeah, it was so ahead of its time that people wouldn't understand it until 10 plus years later, and I did that, and I listened to it 10 plus years, and that's when I got it.
Yeah.
Because I was too slow.
You were too slow, yeah.
That was on me.
And I did remember seeing Lars saying, anyone who doesn't like it now, in 10 years' time, this will be the greatest thing ever written. I personally believed it was the greatest thing ever written when it came out. I have...
Wow, Sam's ahead of the curve.
I guess it was for the unbelievers like myself who just hate Metallica.
Yeah.
And then finally
people
understood.
Would actually say to their faces.
It's a very small club.
Honestly, I can't believe I can't believe people. Yeah, I was gonna say I can't believe people hate it. Do you guys have a club name?
And
It's just we disbanded after we listened to it for the second time 10 years later.
Yeah, because
of course.
We got it. Like, there was a club, but there's no point getting into the name or anything because it no longer exists.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Yeah. Look, I know it was a bit of a touchy subject, and I appreciate you telling me.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm now doing this, and he's doing some reality TV show where he just watches people tattoo other people for the sake of. Go on, Pete.
Thank you.
Almost for you, buddy.
Yeah, cheers, bro.
How's
Sam,
that drink?
fucking rough.
Yeah,
There's another 2 more in there for you,
I
Sam.
know, Cobb, I know.
Oh man.
All right. Pete, you got anything else? Look, I could go. I actually could go on forever, but I really wanted to just point out the big things. I don't want to talk about their music or their sales or anything. Everyone knows how great this band is. As
They
far
know
as
they're
this
the
band
greatest
goes.
band in the world.
Yeah.
Like we could have just been like, "Hey guys, it's a bit shit. Metallica are the best band in the world," and pretty much closed off.
You mean it's a bit good?
Sorry. Well, you know what I mean.
I know.
Like,
Ironically, it's a bit shit. You know, because it's not. It's not even a bit good. It's all good.
Yeah.
it's so. Do you think it's like so good it starts to tip into the shit scale? Like if you go all the way through, and then where are you
like
going to go?
the-
Back to start?
Ouroboros just like it's now back where it was. The tail is where the head is now, and it's just like a never-ending circle of greatness.
Or it's like one of those affinity tattoos you see on some people.
Oh, like every really cool like 21-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, they are wise. So
Crazy good.
Ahead of their time, you'd call them.
some might say that.
Yeah. That's great. So yeah, do you have anything else, Pete? Otherwise, I'd like to move on to another segment.
No. You know what? Go for it, Sam. I think we've exhausted this part.
We've exhausted this. Okay,
I think-
excellent. That's what I like to hear. Look, I think one thing that's really cool is that. Oh man, it's so silent in this room that when I move the microphone, you can fucking hear it.
It sounds like whale sound songs.
Yes. Good burp from that terrible drink. So, one of the best things in the world is that people tribute stuff to these guys. Like,
Why wouldn't you? If you could give back something to them, you would.
yeah, exactly that. So anyway, now it's time for
Fan fiction, motherfucker! Yeah! Fan fiction, motherfucker! Yeah! Ready to get hot, bitch! Yeah! Fan fiction, motherfucker! Yeah!
Did you get inspiration
I
from
was actually about to
Metallica?
say fun fact, like Enter Sandman actually influenced that. Song.
I could hear it.
Yeah.
I could hear it so well I could see it.
Yeah, nice.
Also, fun fact: this thing has an auto off, and I didn't realize, so I can't remember what patch I picked before. But this will be the one. This
will be the one.
Would you like to just play those keys, make sure they're coming through at a decent level? Just might bring you down a little bit here. Like, and you know that there's not one person in the world that can't just play that riff, hey?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Like, Peter knows that, and that's just who he is.
Like it's just in my head.
Yeah.
Like it lives. It has this.
You didn't have
real
to learn it. Like,
No.
imagine being such a good fucking songwriter. You can write a song and people just know how to play it.
Yeah.
Like children are born knowing how to play
It's
it.
almost like Metallica have just like warped into your mind to play it because you're not graceful enough to be able to play it, that they have to like teleport themselves inside of you
Yeah. Yep.
to allow you to play their music.
Exactly. Yeah. It's so cool, man.
I feel like I've had the het in me.
Yeah.
I think we've all had a little bit of het in us before.
Yeah. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
And I always say, thank you, Papa Jimmy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's like when you feel like when you got Papa Jimmy in you, you're never really alone. Yeah.
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 One thing I just want to warn the fans before we start this this fan fiction. We originally tried to do this, and it just went for too long. So we just skipped the crap and just gone straight into the good stuff. So it's not a very long fan fiction, it's just a short one this day. But the real thing I want to warn you about is actually this fan fiction was written as if Jason Newsted wasn't the shittest cunt in the world.
Yeah, right.
Like,
So
he
we
was
have to-
actually friends with people.
We have
So
to really use our like imagination.
We
for this
really
one.
have to use our imagination here.
Wow. I don't. Are you sure? Like, are we going to be able to do this?
Like they used to bully him and stuff a lot.
Yeah, right.
So I'll just use a weaker voice for his character, so you guys feel better about it.
I feel like it's something, that Metallica would
I'll
want.
just try and sound fragile.
Yeah.
As I use his voice, because I'll be doing the voice for Jason.
Like, if such a fragile guy, like, why was he doing in Metallica?
I don't know. Honestly, let's not even go into it.
Yeah,
We'll spend 3 hours just talking about it. So
right.
it's one of those things we'll get way too deep into.
Okay.
All right. So look, the to preface this, it's just Jason and the Het going for a drive on the countryside
in a ute, in it. It's a bit
in a ute in a pickup. Yeah. They're just driving along, and things get a little hot and heavy.
Wow.
When one greatness and one that we're going to pretend with our imagination is great. Magic happens.
Yeah. You can't it's two incredible forces.
This is going to take all of our will and power to imagine.
It's going to be hard, but I would just want to try it. Maybe you don't want to listen to this episode because we did this.
Yeah.
But also maybe our bravery will be rewarded.
Before we started, can I just say a little prayer, please? Papa Jimmy, embrace me, be inside of me as I bequeath your knowledge through me to the universe.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Amen.
Amen.
I was going to say, yeah, man.
He's not inside of me yet. I wouldn't be able to pull that off.
Yeah, right.
But thank you. That would have been a good idea.
Praise Jimmy.
Yeah.
Praise Jimmy. The vibration is so real.
You want to get us started, Pete? Can you set the mood for us? Jason couldn't feel much through the fabric of the jeans, and so he started undoing them enough so he could slip his hand comfortably inside. He wrapped his fingers around James's hardening dick and squeezed lightly. Jason looked out the window at their current location. You're gonna miss our exit if you keep driving so fast.
I'm not stopping here, and you better not stop either.
Jason smiled and started working James's cock with his hand. He squeezed, he tugged, all too gently to fully satisfy, until James let out a mewl in the back of his throat he couldn't hold back. The car slowed down a bit more. Lift up a bit, Jason said. James complied and lifted himself up from the seat slightly. Jason unhooked his own seatbelt and leaned over James. He slid his bandmate's penis down far enough to expose his erection from out of his jeans. James looked at Jason. He was trying to be commanding, but there was too much desperation for any true effectiveness. It didn't matter. Jason wasn't much of a tease anyway. He got himself comfortable before lowering his mouth over James's dick. The car sped up momentarily and then slowed down again as James moved his hand from the steering wheel to run over Jason's cropped hair in encouragement, caressing him in gratitude. Jason sucked James off, enjoying every flinch the man made as the singer tried desperately to remain in control and disaffected enough to be able to drive. It wasn't the first time Jason had done this to him in the moving car, and it wouldn't be the last. Jason felt the car slow down and veer to the right. He sped up his movements.
No! Go slow! Slow!
James said with a break in his voice. The car turned a few times. James had gotten off the highway. Jason kept at what he was doing until he felt the car stop a couple of minutes later. Jason lifted himself up and looked around at the empty countryside, but James grabbed him by the head and pulled him into a kiss too fast for him to make out where they were. The mighty Het took off his seatbelt and started undoing Jason's pants. He took his bass player's erection out and jerked him off quickly to get him as hard as he was himself. Jason groaned and looked out the window again. Where are we?
The middle of nowhere!
James said. He started tugging Jason's pants lower until Jason took the hint and kicked off his shoes as James removed them altogether. Isn't this the make-out place, the one where all the teenagers go?
Which means we won't be bothered!
James said. He opened the glove compartment and rummaged inside before cursing.
Damn it! Forgot this wasn't the pickup!
Oh, Jason said. He realized James was looking for the lube they usually keep in the car. Just use the spit. The end.
Thank you very much, Rowena Perch.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was called Fuel by Rowena Perch.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
You had to finish it too.
Yeah, it had to have an ending.
Yeah, the James in me appreciates that.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking anymore of this. I can't.
Come on, finish it, bro. Don't be. Look, use the inner Het.
What would Jimmy do?
Yeah. What would Jimmy do?
Go to rehab.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's,
but
that's
before
what
that,
real men do. All right, they quit. And they give up on everything.
I'm giving up on life.
and they go to rehab to get better.
Thought you said you'd never give up. No, I said I'd never die. But now I'm dead inside.
Let's finish this one before we start throwing up.
so beautiful.
I know. Thanks everyone for listening to this long-awaited episode of the Metallica episode. You've all been waiting so desperately for. We're sure it's exactly what you're expecting it to be.
Yeah, everyone's like, we waited this long
for you guys to be fucking idiots the whole time.
What? Actually, do you know what? If you've been listening to us for a year at this point, what did you expect?
Yeah. What did you expect?
Yeah,
They're probably like, no, this. You guys are wankers. This
Who's
is right.
the idiot here?
Yeah. Clearly, not James Hetfield. Yeah,
we're looking at you, listener.
Yeah. Looking at you. Look at yourself, like in the mirror of like your car, or if you're like laying in bed and there's a mirror beside you, or something like. Look at it.
Now look back at the audio device. Now back at the mirror. Now back at the audio device.
Yeah. Yes. Continue listening and give us a 5-star rating.
You idiots.
You stupid.
All right, so to close out this episode, what I think is worth noting is that we've got our entire list of movies sorted for this year.
Yeah, we're actually ahead of us. Like we're
prepared and planned. It's fucking disgusting. So we've got our entire list of movies. We're actually going to do a couple of new movies as well. And we're actually going to try a new show this year as well that'll be like a weekly fill-in. So we'll have It's a Bit Shit one week, and the next week we'll have another thing that we're going to be doing. So
I guess it still would be It's a Bit Shit. It'd just be
it's still It's a Bit Shit, but it's probably going to have a different name of some sort.
Yeah, but it's going to be like
it's part of It's a Bit Shit.
It's a Bit Shit presents maybe.
Yeah, and it's something that the team's very proud of, and Aaron will also be there.
Yes. It'll have a video component.
And I will always also be here.
I will be present.
That was nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, we've got that coming this year, which is cool. Our first episode should release around the end of March. I would say it will be. I think that's sort of timing wise. It should be around the end of March.
I think we can get there.
Yeah. No, I think. I mean, we've got everything set up now, so it's just about getting the guests ready and watching the film.
I mean, it looks good.
Oh, it's all right.
It sound good? Does it sound good, guys?
It's gotta sound better.
Like, if it sounds good, please let us know. Like, if it's sounding better.
Yeah, everyone's just like, no, it sounds shit.
Yeah, what happened? Like, you can't hear the dog howling in the background.
Oh God, they killed the dog. The dog is fine. The dog is safe.
The dog is outside now. Yeah.
They're like, there's 6 son of a bitches left the dog outside.
Oh fuck! All right, that's it. Thank you for listening to this episode where we talk about how amazing Metallica are. Clearly the greatest band in the world, as we've pointed out. Mm-hmm. I will forever be hoping that every car door in this world is safe. And yeah, I want to play the outro, but I just don't know if it fits. I'm just going to do it anyway.
Just thanks again, and enjoy season 2.
Yeah, and thanks again, and enjoy season 2.